Oh, sorry. I'm live and I'm not even paying attention. Welcome to today, 1,362 of What's She Up To Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, documenting the journey as I transition from brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world of business. 48 years in different businesses, over a quarter century simultaneously in corporate America. Seriously working for some of the most amazing companies on the planet. Nowadays, I'm online. Since 2017, I came online, started out with ClickFunnels, joined, not the company, but started out with the ClickFunnels software, became a certified partner for them as my way of entering the online world and trying to figure it out and shortcut the process of learning what works, what doesn't work online. Well, like so many others, I still, even though I followed that process, didn't exactly follow that process and apply that process, learned it, but then went out and followed stuff and did my own thing, chased different ideas and different thoughts, which is the exact wrong thing to do online. But I would say 90+% of us do it that way. Makes it harder, makes the journey longer, but it's because it's our journey. Each of us need to follow our own path and find our own way when it comes to what is the right journey for us. There were things, foundational things that I needed to learn that I followed those different paths or different trails. And although some of them felt like absolutely massive crushing blows and failures, they really weren't. They were lessons I needed to learn as part of this part of my life's journey, just like we all do. So today, what are we talking about? What are we doing? I said solitude, RP, and there's no time to lose. Of course, that reminds me and of the 3 pieces of content we've already created today. The first was our annual challenge to do one thing every day that centers us. And it was all about solitude. Well, it's just kind of like yesterday. It's like I'm kind of saying, meh, not sure how much solitude I'm going to get today because having a sleepover with my granddaughters, going to the pumpkin patch with the kids and my granddaughters. So I don't really foresee it being a very solitudinal or a day of solitude or even much time of solitude today. And I am absolutely positively perfectly okay with that because I get plenty of time personally on my own, especially since COVID. Haven't we all gotten so much time in solitude that we have already learned the lessons that we need to learn from being alone and having solitude and the lessons that it can teach us about ourselves? Maybe you haven't, but I know that I personally embrace and seek out my alone time. I really value it. It gives me a chance to recharge my batteries. It gives me a chance to learn, and they say sharpen your saw, but study and learn and grow in the ways that I want to. It gives me an opportunity to read with my magnifying glasses and my big enlargers and things because I still like to read. I'm embracing, as hard as it is for me, audiobooks and learning that way. But for me, I'm learning in someone else's voice and at their pace, and it's painstaking for me, but I desire learning more than I care about that process, and so I'm embracing the process of audiobooks as my vision gets bad and worse and non-existent for the most part. Those are the things I need to do to continue to move my life in the direction I want it to go. So solitude, annual challenge, day 295, I think today already. But probably we'll have to count on solitude. Maybe Sunday I'll get some solitude, or Saturday I'll get some solitude, but late Saturday, probably not today for sure. And I am delighted about that. RP is from our Get Up and Go Challenge. It stands for Relationship Progress. And in order to get relationship progress, we need to use RPs, which is routines, processes, systems, standard operating procedures. We want to find things that we can do to fill the gap of from where we are to where we want to be, that we can automate, that we can do without having to think about them, that we can put in our subconscious. We can make a habit, a ritual, a routine, whatever you want to call it. I like to schedule things on my cell phone. I like to set alarms with the tag of what I'm doing at that time for things like that. So I don't have to actually think about them consciously until the alarm goes off. The alarm goes off, I do the thing, and I don't have to think about it again then until the next time I'm scheduled to do that thing. That is just a quick strategy that works for me. So routines, processes, rituals, habits, whatever you call them, they drive our life. We are the product of the things we do most often, the things we think, say, do most often, how we spend our time. We are the product and the result of that, whether we want to admit it or not. So, obviously, I've been eating too many caramels. So that's Get Up and Go Challenge and our annual challenge. Supersize Your Business today was there's no time to lose. Now, I don't know that I say or have said very often there's no time to lose that exact phrasing, but the spirit of the idiom I've used a lot in my life on myself as well as with other people. Growing up and coming up in manufacturing and quality processes, procedures, systems, efficiency, effectiveness, results were all, and still are, very, very important to me. And so I caught myself a lot in my business life and as well as my personal life saying, hurry up, let's get started, get a move on, what's the hold up? You know, and encouraging people to hurry up, get started, and do the things that they need to do to create the life that they want. So to me, although I might have not said those words, there's no time to lose, I've definitely lived my life in a self-starter, continuous improvement, set the example way. I believe that the most important thing about this idiom is to realize that we have to be the example and set the example for what we expect in other people, in our relationships with other people, in our home, in our business, in our any situation we find ourselves in. If we want to behave in a certain way or be on time or be self-starters or be people that continuously improve and learn and grow and make decisions and choices and act on them immediately, we have to be that person and set that example first. We can't expect people to be self-starters if we are waiting for somebody to tell us what to do. We can't expect people to show initiative if we never show initiative. We can't expect other people to do things that we're not willing to do ourselves. At least that is my personal belief. You might believe differently, but I have yet to see it work out best for people who behave one way and expect everybody else in their life to behave another way. It just doesn't fly, because people see the disparity and the dichotomy in that, and they don't fall for it. It comes off as false and fake and not trustworthy. So those are the things I'm working on. I hear screaming, so that means a baby's awake and I want to go give her a hug. If I can help you anyway, any questions about the offline or online world, again, I'll be at the pumpkin patch and hanging out with granddaughters today, but it doesn't mean that I'm not going to respond to any questions that you might have. Ask in the comments below. You can direct message me on this video if you happen to be on Facebook, or you can hunt me down and ask the question. But don't use the phrase, I don't know what to do next, I'm stuck, to keep yourself in a position of not moving forward and not doing anything, because that's one of the worst positions we can put ourselves in, and it doesn't feel good. And if it doesn't feel good to you, then you need to do something about it. And if you don't have somebody else to ask, please, please, please ask me, so we can make sure that you keep moving forward in the direction you want to go. Again, not going to always be able to make that offer, but as long as I can, I'm going to make that offer, because I want to be a resource to people and I want to be a resource to you. Have an awesome day. If I can help you anyway, ask. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow just to let you know what I'm doing on my journey. Have a great day.